Hello everyone, very welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Angelica. Today we're finally going through my eyeshadow palette collection and declutter. I am going to go through all of my eyeshadow palettes and we're gonna see what I want to keep, and if I declutter something, it's gonna go to friends and family. But I want to downsize a little bit when it comes to eyeshadow palettes because I feel like I don't use every one of these eyeshadow palettes, and I know I have kept a lot for memories, for sentimental value. I don't know, like sentimental, but I feel like it's not right to do that either. I need to let go of things that I don't use. Someone else can enjoy it. So I feel like now it's time actually to be a little more brutal. I am not going to do like cut off half of my collection. That is not the thing, but I am going to think about it a little bit more this time when I go through the eyeshadow palettes and really see if is this something I really use, because if not, I need to declutter it. So that is the thing I'm gonna do today. I hope you're excited, and if this is the first time here, this channel is almost all about makeup. I do love makeup, neutral makeup, colorful makeup, everything in between. I do vlogs, I do fashion related videos. Check it out if you like it, subscribe. It will cost you nothing and I would be super happy. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So now it's time for my palette makeup collection or palette collection and declutter. So I'm going to go through all my eyeshadow palettes, and I have 195 palettes, which is a lot. So I want to downsize this because I want to get rid of the things I don't use. And it's a lot, and I have one coming my way, and I will insert a clip if I have it. I don't have it right now when I'm filming, but it's from Beauty Bay. It's a pink and red palette, and I'm gonna of course keep that one. So that is 195. So I have 194 right here today. So we're gonna start with Oden's Eye. I'm gonna go brand by brand, and this brand I really love. It's a Swedish indie brand, and I think I'm gonna keep everything here, so I'm just gonna show you what I have. This is the latest one that I bought, the Snow Dream palette. It's their holiday release, and it's very beautiful. Here we have the last holiday release, the Merry Christmas palette. It's very stunning as well. Here we have the Hilla palette with collaboration with Angelica. That is beautiful. Here we have a really old one, the Elva eyeshadow palette. This is another formula. They have a new and better formula, but I'm gonna keep, am I going to keep this one? Maybe this one I can get rid of. I never use these. I'm gonna compare and swatch a little bit the palettes I am like thinking of, if I have something similar. These feels really nice actually, but you know what, I think I actually have similar in my collections. I mean, I have dusty pinks now and these shades, so I'm actually gonna declutter this one. And then we have this one, the Saga of Freya. This has two sizes here. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I love this one. Let's see here, it looks like that. Definitely gonna keep Norn's palette. This one is not my favorite, but I think it's beautiful anyway, so I'm gonna keep it. So I just needed to get better lighting. So this is the Planet Spirit palette with collaboration with Betty Bean, and it's a very bright and colorful eyeshadow palette, and I'm gonna keep that. And this is the Flora palette in the same, this Planet, I can't remember. It's something with Planet collection. This is with Makeup Just for Fun, the Flora story, and this is very beautiful, as you can see, and gonna keep that. And then this one. This is very old, Solmåne, but I want to keep this one because I really love the tones here, so definitely gonna keep this one. Okay, so now we have some Juvia's Place, and I think here I have kept a lot, and I don't know, I don't use these that much anymore, so we're gonna go through these. This is the Sweet Pinks, and this is beautiful, but I I don't think the quality is that good, and I'm gonna have the Beauty Bay one, and I have other pink palettes, so I'm gonna declutter this one. This one I'm gonna keep. This is beautiful Nubian 3 Coral. I love that they have like coral shades here and also some gray tones. And here we have the Magic Mini palette. And this is how this one looks. I think I'm gonna declutter this one because I never use this. This one is a hard one, the Saharan 2. Well, I really like this one, and I can actually, these I use, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. This one I never use, so I'm gonna declutter it. I'm gonna show you guys. Well, this is the Warrior 3, and it's a very bright color story, but I think the color story is not, it's a little bit all over the place, so I don't know, I'm gonna declutter this one. And this one, the Festival, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna declutter this one because I never use it. This one I'm gonna keep the Solo, no, this one is the bright one. No, I'm gonna declutter this one as well. I never use this. Well, these are pretty. I'm gonna wait with this one. This one I'm gonna keep definitely, the Nomad. This is my kind of tones, like murky greens, swampy greens, and yellow. Definitely gonna keep this one. This one I'm definitely gonna keep, the Deuce. Let's see here. You have some pinks, green, bubblegum. Look at that. Pink. I don't know why I'm swatching. It's still good, you know, the shimmers. I really like this one, so I'm gonna keep this one. This one I'm definitely gonna keep, the Tribe from Juvia. This is beautiful with all the greens. So I don't know about this one. This one is going in the maybe pile. So here I have my Natasha Denona palettes, and let's go through them. This is my least favorite, the Zulu palette. Let's see here. But I am going to keep all of these because they are expensive, and well, I reach from them from time to time. This one though, actually, I don't know, do I reach for this one? These are pretty. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to this a little bit more. I love the gold palette. This is the old one. I don't know, I don't think they have it anymore, but this is beautiful. I am definitely gonna keep this one. And this is the Metropolis palette, and I'm gonna keep this. I love the tones here. There is a lot of repetitive shades though, but I do love this one. Here we have the Retro. I like the color story. I'm not a fan of the Natasha Denona quality when it comes to shimmers, but the mattes are good. This is the Love palette. More brighter. Probably the Beauty Bay is gonna be better than this one. But yeah, I'm gonna keep it for a while. And the bronze palette, I like this one. This is a warm and neutral. Okay, so we have BH Cosmetics. I'm gonna keep all of these, like these Sweet Shop palettes. They are so good quality and beautiful. This is the Pistachio, the green one, the Cotton Candy. This is the Pink and Purple. And this is the Cherry on top. It's the red and pink. And here we have Bubblegum. This is the blue one. So these are so nice. And then we have this one that I'm definitely going to keep. This is the Zodiac Love Signs. I love this palette, and I reach for this from time to time because I think it's so good quality. You have baked shadows, you have matte shadows. It's stunning. And then we have all of these palettes here. So the Mimosa I'm definitely gonna keep. It's a pink palette. And of course this one, Chillin' in Chicago. I love this one. This one I may let go. Summer in Saint-Tropez. Yeah, I almost never used this. Maybe these two shadows here, but I probably have that in others, so I'm gonna declutter this one. This one I'm gonna keep actually, because this has cool tones as well as blue, so I'm gonna keep. And this is, yeah, I don't know about this, the trend in Tokyo. I have other rainbow palettes. These are pretty nice. You know what? I'm gonna compare this to Nomad Cosmetics palette, so we're gonna keep it there for now, and I'm gonna of course keep the avocado toast because this is stunning. So here we have my Nomad palettes, and I want to compare this one here. This is the Paradise Islands palette with maybe the shades in here, because yeah, you can definitely see that green shimmer has the same, and pinks I do have. It's this, well, it's I think it's this shade here, but I do have similar in the Hila palette, so I'm gonna let this one go. And I'm gonna keep every one of these from Nomad Cosmetics because it's my favorite brand. So I have this one. I have the Orient Express that looks like this, very beautiful. I love this one. This is the Fire and Ice, the Iceland palette. Look at that. Love the grayish tones here in these. So here is the Hudson Valley palette. This I got this year. It's a beautiful, like, autumny palette. This I also got this year, the Fête de Provence. Look at that, stunning. And here we have the Lake Como, like that. Here we have America's Parks palette. That is also stunning. This is last year, I think, Haunted Europe, the Halloween palette. And I reach into this a lot, actually. And then we have the Haruko Tokyo palette. It's a pastel palette and it's stunning. So, and here is some Kaleidos palettes, and I think I'm gonna keep everything. This is the first one, the Deep Luster palette from Kaleidos. Let's see here if I even can open it. Yeah, this is stunning, you guys. These shimmers are beautiful. I mean, now they have this formula in a lot of palettes, but it is stunning. I love this one. And we have the Club Nebula with collaboration with Angelica, and that is how this one looks like. It's beautiful. The Escape Pod palette. These are very bulky though. It's beautiful. Beautiful formula. And here we have the Flower Punk palette. This one you actually can remove. Looks like that. I love these greens here. And then we have these, and this is the first one, the Sci-Fi Green. Love that. And this is the Futurism Cyber Bronze. Love it. And then we have this one, the Astro Pink. And then we have these. This is the turquoise. Let's see here, Electro Turquoise. And then we have the VR Neon, like with neons. So definitely gonna keep every one of these. Here I have from Technique. And let's see here. I am going to keep this one from Technique. I really love the color story. This is the Unconditional. And I don't know if you will be able to see, but these shimmers are shifting and not the best mattes, but I really love the shimmers here and definitely gonna keep this one. This one I haven't used since I had my last declutter. So I'm gonna let this one go. This is the Invite Only. And here we have a small warm palette. This one I actually think I'm gonna keep because it's so small and it's nice with the warm tone. And yeah, gonna keep this one. Here is 2 Lunar Beauty palettes, and this is the Strawberry Dream. Let's see here. Yeah, I need to use this more. Oh, do I use it enough? I actually don't think so. I think I'm gonna declutter this one, actually. I never used this one. Let me see again. These are pretty, but they are mattes. They're nothing special. This one is a special shade though, but I have that in indie brands. No, I'm gonna let this one go, the Strawberry Dream. And then we have the Moon Spell. This one I'm gonna keep because this is stunning, like a stunning packaging and also a beautiful palette here. Look at that. Definitely gonna keep this one. I have 2 from Kiko Milano, and this one is the, let me see here. What is this? The Festival Glow palette. I'm gonna declutter this. I never used this one, but I wanted to have it because I think the green here is really, really cool, and yeah, but I never used this one. This is from the Dolce Diva collection. This is a coral. This one I'm gonna keep because I love this one and I love the shimmer here. These are more shades that I reach for. Here we have 2 from Natasha Cosmetics. This one is brand new. I haven't tried it yet, so of course I'm gonna keep that. This one I'm definitely gonna keep. I love this one. This was from this is the Pimp My palette from the MTV collection, and it's an all shimmer palette, but these are so nice, these shimmers. Very easy to work with, creamy, and yeah, great for traveling because it's a small palette. I have 2 here from Give Me Glow. I do want the pastel one as well, but yeah, it's very expensive shipping, and I know there is a site like from Switzerland that has these, but it's out of stock. But anyways, this is the Christmas Morning. I will never get rid of this one. This is so stunning, both the outer packaging and the inside, and the quality. It's so pretty. And this is the Vintage Rose. Never gonna get rid of this either. Love the formula, love the color story. Look at that, so pretty. It's beautiful. I have 2 from Glamlight. I have this Miracle palette, and I never use this one. And I have like a lot of pink palettes, so I'm gonna get rid of this one. And here we have the Cake palette. I actually like the packaging of this. This is a really like colorful palette, and it's of course like a rainbow palette if you take a look here. And yeah, I'm gonna keep it. I never used this one though, but I really do need to do that. Look at that orange. And the red is a little bit cracked, but yeah, it's very bulky, and maybe that's why I don't reach for it, but yeah, maybe that's gonna be my goal for 2024, to use this one. I have 2 from Morphe. This is quite new. I have just used this twice, so I need to use it a little bit more, but yeah, I don't know. This is the Vintage Rose, and I am not super impressed with this one, so probably I'm gonna declutter it at some point, but now I just need to use it a little bit more. And then we have this one. This is so big, you guys. This is the Such a Gem 39S. It's just a very big palette, and let's see if we can like show. Yeah, it takes up the whole space here, so you can see it has a lot of purples and neutrals and pinks, but I never reach for this, so I think someone else will enjoy it. So let's get rid of this big one. Here we have 3 palettes from, oh my god, what is the brand name? Unique Beauty. Oh my god, these are so great, you guys. I love this. This was a gift. This is the Pumper, let's see here, Pumper Me or something like that. Look at that. The shimmers here are amazing. Look at that. Stunning palettes. And this is it Tokyo or something? I think it was like Tokyo collection. This is the shades anyway, pink and red. And this is number 3. It's more purpley. This one I actually don't use that much, but I'm gonna keep it. I love these, and I love that they are so small as well. So let's see here. I have from Revolution. So let's see what we have here. Well, I love Christmas, and this is, I don't know, am I going to keep this? This is the Elf palette from, yeah, I never used this one. I said at one point I'm never gonna get rid of this because I do love Christmas and Elf. But seriously, I never used this, so I'm gonna give this away. This one I'm gonna keep. I have to keep this, the Grinch. Oh my god. This is actually pretty good. I mean, it's not the best, but it's better than the other one, the Elf one. So I'm gonna keep this one. The LA Dreams. Well, this is a beautiful color story, but I never used this palette. I have these shades in other palettes, so I'm gonna let it go. Same with this one. I don't reach for this one at all. I don't think the quality is that good either, so I'm gonna declutter this one. This one is the Reload Forever Flawless. So let's get rid of this one. Oh, I have more here. This is from I Heart Revolution. I'm gonna keep this one because this is a beautiful cool tone palette. These silvers are really nice. I don't know if they still are nice. I feel like maybe, yeah, they are. Look at that. This is actually really, really good. I'm keeping these two. I use from time to time, but I feel like I have these shades. I hope you can see. This one is a more cool tone one. I love that more, but I'm gonna declutter these two. This is the only thing I have from Urban Decay, and I have the Naked palettes, the Naked Cherry palette. I actually really like this one. I mean, the shimmers are not the best, but, and this is the Heat one, and I love these tones as well. So I'm gonna keep these two actually. So we have Glam Shop Poland. I have two of these. These are my favorite palettes when it comes to yellow. I have one that the shade just dropped and crashed, so that's why I bought a brand new one. So I have a backup of this one, and this is so beautiful, you guys. If you're looking for a yellow palette, this is definitely the one you need in your life. What I miss in this palette is a very, very light matte, but yeah, you cannot get everything, but I'm gonna keep these for sure. I'm gonna keep all of these, I feel like. This is the Burgund, and this is so beautiful. This is a Polish indie brand, by the way, and it's stunning, stunning, stunning formula. The mattes has a lot of kick up though. They are super pigmented, but easy to blend, and the shimmers are just magical. So love this one. This one is beautiful. This is the Camo, and look at these greens. Look at the middle shade there. It's so beautiful. Love it. And this is the Saladin. I cannot Polish. This is more pastel palette with some blues, greens, and yellow. Beautiful. And this I cannot pronounce, but I think it had another name in English. But it's the purple one anyway. And look at that. So beautiful. So I have these pixie ones here. These I'm definitely gonna keep. These are the glitters I always reach for when I wanna do glitter. So of course I'm gonna keep that. This one I'm torn about. This is the Heart Defensor collab with Pixie, and I never reach for this. I am going to declutter this one. Here we have Ace Bouquet, and I definitely gonna keep this one, the Flare palette. Look at these shades, so beautiful. I think it's a very interesting color story, and I really, really love this one. Here we have the Oceanic palette. I never reach for this one because blues are not my thing, and greens I love, but I have so many greens, and I don't use greens like this, brighter green. I'm more like this, like that one, and I have that in other palettes, so I'm gonna let this one go. And of course I'm gonna keep my palette, Opally palette. This is my latest one I have from them, and I love the quality here. It's a little bit better than the other two, and you can see how creamy the shimmers are here, and there is a good variety because you have the greens that I love and yellow, you have some brighter pinks, you have some neutrals here which I love, some purples. Yeah, this is definitely a really nice palette. Okay guys, I have so many ColourPop, so I need to do this. I don't know. I have so many. Let's start with these kind of palettes. So this is the Orange You Glad palette, the monochromatic ones. I think I'm gonna hold on to this a little bit more because I do reach for this from time to time. Honey. This one I don't reach for anymore, so I'm gonna declutter this one. Can you hear it? I mean, it's a yellow palette, but yeah, I'm getting rid of this. This one I'm gonna keep. This is the Mint to Be because this is a mint palette and I love this one. I reach for this one and I do need a mint palette in my collection and I'm gonna keep it. Just My Luck. This is the green one. This one I never reach for anymore, so I am going to let this go because, yeah, I'm letting this one go. The Wine and Only palette. This is the burgundy, but this is beautiful, you guys. This one I'm gonna keep, definitely. This is the Main Squeeze palette. This is the red. I never reach for this one, and I feel like I have red in my collection, so I'm gonna let this one go. This was my favorite for such a long time, the Lilac a Lot. But I never reach for this, and if I reach for purple, I have a Beauty Bay palette that I reach for, but I love this shade. I'm gonna see if I have this shade in another palette, so this is going in the maybe pile comparison. This one I definitely gonna keep. This is my most used palette, I feel like. The Going Coconuts. I always take this traveling, and I love this one. And then we have the Blue Moon. As I said, I don't reach for blues, but do I reach for this one? I don't know. I'm gonna compare it with other palettes, so I'm gonna put this in the maybe pile. This one I'm definitely gonna keep. This is quite new and it's a perfect travel palette and a smoky palette. So you have blacks, grays and silvers here, and this is the All Night palette. Out All Night palette. You got it in a kit, but I think it's limited edition though, but I'm gonna keep it. And then we have the Hello Kitty palettes. I'm gonna keep them both. Oh my god. This is the yellow one and this is the orange one. These I reach for, so yeah, gonna keep. Okay guys, I never reach for these. If I reach for something, it's gonna be this one. So I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna declutter this one here. And these are going nowhere. These are my favorites. This is the Bambi collection. I have Thumper, my absolute favorite one. Look at that, so cute. This is Flower, the purple, and this is Bambi, the neutral. Definitely gonna keep these. And then we have more ColourPop. We have a lot of ColourPop, so let's just go with the flow. Feeling Bubbly. This is a neutral palette. I'm gonna keep it. In the Limelight, I'm gonna keep it. Look at these bright lime colors. So Fly palette. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this for now. I feel like it's a good neutral palette. Sage Today, it's quite new. I'm gonna keep it. It has some greens and neutrals. I love this format, like this kind of 9-pan palette. I'm gonna keep this. This is not my favorite formula though from them, but I love the color story. This one is going nowhere. This is the Rudolph palette. This is so good quality. They actually re-released this year. And look at that. I reach for this a lot, this one. I actually have two Barbie palettes because I got one. One is brand new. Let's see here. Yeah, it's this one. Am I going to give this away? My brand new one. And I have, of course, my well-used one from the Barbie collection. Because I got one in a mystery box. Well, of course, I'm gonna keep the one I have used. Do I really need... No, I gotta give this away, this one. This is going nowhere. This is one of my favorites, the Limoncello palette. Looks like that. And the Hocus Pocus 2. I love this one as well. Look at that. Super beautiful. Okay. I'm gonna get rid of this one. So Jaded from Kathleen Lights. I have rearranged these so the original don't look like this. It's the same shades, but I have rearranged it so it looks better for me, for my eyes. But I am going to declutter this one. Flutter by. I love these tones, guys. Look at that glitter. But do I reach for this one? I don't. I'm gonna compare this one to the Dior palette I have somewhere here. So I'm gonna keep it for now. Okay, not a box of chocolates. Definitely gonna keep it. Look at that. So beautiful. And of course the 1111 palette. It's a beautiful neutral palette. It's quite new for me. And this is also new. Play Jewel. I think it's a good palette. I mean, you have a lot of variety in this one. Okay, and then we have these. So this I'm definitely gonna keep. I don't use it on my eyes, but this is the only, kind of the only palette I keep for the packaging, because you have this retro My Little Ponies, and it's a beautiful color story, but it's old. But I am going to keep this for sure. And then we have the California Love palette. It's a warm palette, warm neutral palette. I'm gonna keep it. This one I'm gonna let go. This is the Good Sport palette, and I never used this one. It was super hyped, but I have never used this since my last declutter, so that one's gonna go. And I'm gonna keep the Sweet Talk because I use it quite much, actually, in the summertime. And the Whatever palette, I don't know about this one though. Yeah, I'm gonna keep, because that one and that shade. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now. That was all my ColourPop actually. So now I'm gonna do, let's see here. We have a few still. We have from this brand. I don't know if they exist anymore. This is the Max Up the Makeup. This is the Sweater Weather palette. I have others that I reach for more, so I'm gonna give this away. And then we have this one, Ready Set Summer. This was one of my favorites, but I'm gonna let this go as well because I never used it. I have two from Be Perfect. These are so big. This is the Love Tahiti palette. This has a lot of shades and a lot of bright shades, shimmer and mattes. I'm gonna keep it because I think it's a beautiful palette. And same with this one, of course, the Antidote palette. This is my favorite, like, autumn palette. This is so beautiful. I love the tones here. I love the quality. I think it's stunning. Okay, we have some Nabla here. I love Nabla. Definitely gonna keep this one. This is the Cutie palette, Platinum. It has some really nice silver here, so keeping that. This one I don't know. This one I never reach for anymore. It's the Pink and Red. No, I think I'm gonna let this one go. And then we have the Berry palette. This is a beautiful packaging, guys, but I never reach for this one either, so I'm gonna let this one go. Or am I? This is a beautiful topper though. But I have this, yeah, so I'm gonna let this one go. Okay, the Nabla Secret palette. Actually, I don't like this that much, but I do love the caramel colors here, so I'm gonna keep this one. And I love all of these three, so I'm keeping every one of these. This is the Soul Blooming. I don't think they have this anymore, but I love this one. I reach for this a lot. This is the Dreamy palette. Beautiful color story. And the Dreamy 2, more dark one. Love these. I have two Charlotte Tilbury. I'm gonna keep both of them. This is a small one. This is their, let's see here, mesmerizing maroon. And it looks like this. Really nice quality, and I love this one. This is the Smoky Eyes Are Forever. It was a holiday release, and it's beautiful, and I'm gonna keep it. Here I have from Too Faced. This one I'm gonna get rid of. This is so old. The Too Faced Festival palette. It's a few mattes, but mostly shimmers, and I'm gonna get rid of it. These I'm gonna keep. This is from the Tutti Frutti collection. This is the Razzle Dazzle Berry. It has some really nice, the shimmer you can see over here. It's amazing actually. And this is their Sparkling Pineapple. It's the neutral one. So keeping these. And my beauty palettes I am going to keep. So this one was the one I talked about, the Love Notes. I love this one. So if I reach for purple, I reach for this palette. And I don't know, here we have the Lilac a lot. Oh my god. I don't know if that shade is similar. Like that shade, it's not the same though. Well, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna declutter this one. I never used this one, so that is that. So I'm gonna keep this one. I'm gonna keep this one. This is the Book of Magic palette. A more blue and purple dark, but some neutrals. And then we have the Beauty Bay collab with Naked Tutorials. And that is that. I love the shimmers here, so I'm gonna keep it. So here we have some Catrice. I'm definitely gonna keep this one. This is the My Little Pony Dreaming of Rainbows palette. And it's a beautiful like pastel palette, and I really like this one. And this one is my favorite one from the 5 in the box. It's a cool tone palette. I love it. And this is the warm tone. Look at that. This is their warm spice look, and this is the soft rose look. I'm gonna keep these, but I'm gonna declutter these. This is the Wow in a box, and I was not super impressed, and I don't like that it's just one matte here. And this is the Cocky, let's see here, Elegant Cocky. Same here, I don't know. It's something with these. I'm gonna declutter these too. Okay guys, now it's time to let these go. So I have these from Pinky Rose. I don't know if they make these anymore, like if it's a brand anymore. This is the 80s Baby. And I'll let this one go. Every one of these I'm gonna let go, but I'm gonna show you. This is the Obsessed palette. Looks like that. I really love the packaging. This is the Exotic Peacock palette. It looks like that. And then we have this one, Bright Lights. So here we have glitter and some really bright colors. So let's get rid of all of these. So here's Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is my latest one. And Nouveau palette. I'm gonna keep. The Sultry is my favorite one. Of course I'm gonna keep that. It's a cool tone palette. This is the Amrezy palette. Very beautiful. This is the Riviera. I think I'm gonna declutter this one actually. It's a nice white here though, but no, I never reached for this one. And this is the Norvina palette. I'm gonna keep it. It's beautiful. Here we have two from Gloss Gods, and I'm gonna keep both, of course. This is the Vintage Glam. This is amazing quality, the best quality. And this is a purple palette. This is a first gal on Jupiter. I have so hard time with this name, but anyways, it's a cool tone neutral palette. Love it. Definitely gonna keep. Okay, now we have some random things here that I just have one palette from each brand. So let's just pop it here. So what I was thinking about, the Dior one that I'm gonna keep, this Color Story versus this Color Story, the Flutterby palette. Do we have the shades here? Kind of. Yeah. This one though is beautiful. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna hold on to this one. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to both of these, so I'm gonna keep both of these. Okay, so let's see here. Oh my god, am I going to keep all of these? This is an indie brand. This is beautiful actually. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. This is the 50/50 palette. This is the Poppy Cosmetics Neon Drip. Yeah, it's really nice with neons, so I'm gonna keep it. And this is Misha. This is a Korean brand. Yeah, I can let this one go because I have similar color stories. This one is from Suva Beauty, the Rose Period, and I love this color story. Definitely gonna keep. Of course, I'm gonna keep the Ambience palette from Sigma. Look at that. Beautiful neutral palette. This one I'm definitely gonna keep. This is the Elly Splash Classic Horror. This is like a like a muted grungy rainbow palette, and this is the Patrick Ta. Oh my god, this is so dirty. This is the Major Dimension 2. It's something with rosy, or it's the rosy one anyway. I think it's okay. The mattes are really good. I love the creams here, but the shimmers are not impressing me, but I am gonna keep it though. This one I'm gonna keep. It's from the Swedish brand Beauty Act, and it's their like little neutral palette. I think it's cute. This is so old. This I'm gonna get rid of. The Slush palette from September Rose. I've held on to this for such a long time. It's a rainbow palette, but I never reached for this one. And this totally, this Lorella totally tubular, I don't know. I never reached for this either. I feel like, but when I see this shade, I am thinking. It's beautiful though. I don't know about this. This one looks pretty as well. Yeah, the shimmers are beautiful here, but I never reach for this one. That is the thing. I'm gonna let this one go as well. The Paulina palette with Paulina Beauty. She did a collab. I never reached for this one, but I kept it because it's her collab palette. Yeah, this one is beautiful. I never reached for this one though, but yeah, I'm gonna give it to a friend that actually can use it. This one I never reached for either. OPV Beauty Spotlight. I love this one. Actually, it's a very grungy palette, but I never reach for this anymore, so let's go with that. This one, Rack Pro, the bakery box. Never used this either. Gonna let it go. Here we have the Jawbreaker from the scandalous Jeffree Star. I bought this before everything went to hell, and I actually reach in for this sometimes because I love the formula, and yeah, I'm gonna keep this one actually. And the Tati Beauty, this brand does not exist anymore, but I love this palette, so I'm never gonna let this go because I love the rose here with glitter, with shimmer, sequins, and mattes. And yeah, it's a beautiful palette. I'm gonna keep it. And the Huda Beauty Mercury Retrograde palette, I'm gonna keep it. This is very beautiful. This one I'm gonna keep. This is the Shroud Cosmetics with Beauty Bean. It's freaking Bats palette. Look at this beautiful grungy palette. This one I reach for a lot. This is the Be Bella Life in Pastel. Love this pastel palette. And then we have Alien Cosmetics. This is now, oh, what is the name of this brand now? I know it. Yeah, I'm gonna pop it. Anyways, this is when they was called Alien Cosmetics, but yeah, do I reach for this one? But I think it's a really cool palette. I'm gonna keep this one around and see. Okay guys, the last pile of palettes. Oh my god, this is just absolutely crazy. This is the Native palette. Let's see here. From XO Beauty. I'm gonna keep it. I love this palette. It has really nice neutrals and greens. This one I'm gonna keep. This is from Louis Cosmetics, the Meet Me in the Underworld, and look at that, beautiful. Here we have the Be Bella Shades of Roses. I never reached for this one, so we're gonna let it go. The Sweetheart palette, I think it's beautiful color story, but I don't like the quality, so I'm actually gonna let this one go. And this one I'm gonna keep. This is the Royal Rose palette. This is beautiful and it is a good quality, so I'm gonna keep it. So I do remember we have two here that I was thinking of. So this one, the Zulu, I am gonna let this go because I think, I can't remember now, but I do think I have these shades. And then we have the Blue Moon. I'm actually gonna keep this one because I saw this shade here is stunning. This one, the lighter ones I like, so I'm gonna keep this one. So now I'm just gonna count how many I have decluttered, and yeah, I'll be back. So I totally forgot I have 4 more palettes here. So these are from Glam. So let's go through them. This is Splash Bash. And yeah, I never reached for this one, so I'm gonna declutter this one. This is the Breeze palette. This is a dupe for the Huda Beauty that I actually own, so I'm gonna let this one go. This one is the Lovestone palette. Yeah, I'm gonna let this one go as well. I never used this. This one I'm gonna keep, the Breeze Sunset. I really love these tones, and especially when it's autumn. So now we are done, guys, and I have decluttered 51 eyeshadow palettes, which I feel like this is really good, and I hope you have enjoyed it. So if you have, give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I see you in my next video. Take care, guys. Bye.